The market gives back as it turns red just in time for Valentine's Day. Are the bears done? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video and for quite a while now, we've been looking for a pullback, and many of you have questioned, where's the pullback? When's the pullback going to happen? And I continued to maintain when it breaks support. Yesterday, they broke support, and the floodgates opened, and down we went. Now, the question is, how low can we go? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, we had a great day in the room yesterday, 130% winner, a 50% winner, and our swing trade doing quite well also. So if you want to be part of this winning team, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart. And this phenomena you see here, this long red line or group of red lines, is called a pullback. If you're under the age of 30, you might not know what that is or may have never seen one. But they happen in the market from time to time, and we actually got one yesterday. Joking aside, it's been a pretty straight up move, so pullbacks have been hard to come by. We have maintained, though, that as long as we're above support, pressure remains up. But we were looking for a pullback, and if they broke support, we would likely see it. Support was the 5,000 area, which they broke in the pre-market with the CPI catalyst, and then they never stopped moving down until the close, where they gave us a small bounce. So from here, we are looking for the bears to resume the trend after a short break. So we have what looks like an A wave down, where you have an A and a B, and then there's a little 1-2 here, and then you have a 3, 4, and 5 to complete C. Then we'd look for a 3-wave move back up in this B wave toward 5,000 to 5,020 or so. And then you'd look for C down to test the Fed lows before resuming the uptrend. That would be the primary path and what we're looking for. And as they move up in this uptrend, it would be circle 5, and we'll have to see what we get if and when we get up to that point. So what other things can happen? Well, of course, they can move directly higher and directly lower. The standard and primary path would be the ABC I just outlined, but if they can't get anything going, if this was maybe some profit taking and we're not done yet, we could see a direct move in a 5th wave, where this was all of 3 down yesterday. The bounce at the close started wave 4, comes back up, and then we're back down directly lower and testing the Fed lows in a more direct manner. That could be a path we take, and then there's a lot of pressure on the bulls to hold there, if these lows break, it does open the door to a much bigger pullback towards 4,500. So a lot of pressure on the bulls if they come directly lower. And then if they go directly higher and break 50.35, this B wave peak here and the 764 retrace, they break over that. Very likely we already have wave 4 in, and it was shallow, and we're heading up in wave 5 from there. So primary path, what we're really expecting, what I would be looking for, is the B wave up and then the C wave down. A break of yesterday's low tells us that we're very likely headed directly down to test these lows down here at the 48.70, 60 area. And a break of 50.35 tells us we're more likely going directly higher to new all-time highs toward the 5,200 or so area, in which case we could see a blow-off top type situation, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. So again, primary count ABC to the downside, and then we have yesterday's low and 50.35 as our key levels should they take an alternate path. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, we talked about key support being that 17,800 area, the 764, once they pushed up to the 1382 and even above it. Really, you wanted to see them hold 17.9, which they barely did yesterday, and then once the catalyst came out for CPI, they broke through all the support, took us down, and now have what looks like an A wave to the downside, where we'd get a B wave bounce, looking for that B wave to be the 17.8 to 17,900 area, back into this resistance right here, and also the 0.5 and 0.618 retrace of the move down. And then we'd look for the C wave down to test the Fed lows here at 17,250 to complete that move in a wave 4, and then one more push higher in wave 5 on the NASDAQ up toward the 18,300 to 18,500 area, just depending on how aggressive and blow-off topish they want to be in the move up. But that would be the next expectation, is to retrace in wave B, down in C, hold these lows, then push higher to the 18,300 to 18,500 area. Alternate paths on the NASDAQ, very similar to the ES. If they move down and break yesterday's low in a direct manner, then it becomes very likely we test the Fed lows in a direct manner, and we come back down toward that 17,250 area without much of a bounce. If, however, they can push up over 17,987, essentially 18,000, if they can push over the 18,000 level, then it becomes much more likely they continue and then push up toward that 18,300 to 18,500 more directly, where wave 4 would be in, and we'd be making wave 5 up. But again, primary count is a B and a C wave down toward the Fed lows, hold that, and then resume the uptrend. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of the trading team. Get with PT and I. Make sure you're happy with everything you see before you ever spend a penny, and you can cancel at any time. There's literally nothing to lose by checking it out. We also have our educational area. We are just about finished with the Advanced Elliott Wave course, and all of my monthly members get access to this course right now for free. So if you join a monthly room, you get access to this course and the beginner's course and any other courses we put out. The advanced course has our advanced fib levels, diagonals, double threes, triple threes, flats, triangles, trading Elliott Wave, and our conclusion. Everything you want to know about these complex patterns when they happen, how to chart them, and how to understand what happens, as well as trading Elliott Wave, meaning how do we invest, when do we invest, all of those kind of things. As you can see on the screen, people are absolutely loving the course. It is helping them understand this market, understand complex patterns, and understand what the key levels are and why they work. Now, along with this course, we have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. It is complete and online right now. You can get it for $67. And this is helping real traders make real money and finally understand a market that doesn't make sense. It can be very confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And it's because the news cycles didn't matter, and Elliott knew that long ago. He knew that key levels mattered and what happened when they held and what happened when they broke. And those are the paths that we go through every single day. And I show you how to find all of that, how to build the waves, everything you need to know. It is 25 videos in 3 parts where we go through the introduction, your mindset and emotion, the KISS method and why it works, your chart setup and tools, every tool you need to use along with Elliott Wave and how and why to use it, and your Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how to measure them, how to understand them, how they work, what their targets are, what the key levels are, all of the different things you need to know, the pivot, the theory of alternation, the corrective depth theory, everything you need to know for Elliott Wave and to make sense of this market. Now, if you don't want to pay the $67, as I mentioned earlier, this course, our advanced course, and any other course we put out comes for free with a monthly membership. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video. Guys, these midday videos have been going 20 or 30 minutes almost every day. We go through so many technicals, indicators, levels, questions about trading, questions about the market, other stocks, anything you want, we go through on these calls, 20 or 30 minutes every single day, live with me asking questions. That alone is an incredible value. You get that call and all of the training material you just saw, the advanced course, the beginner's course, and everything else we put out. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we do trade quite often because we day and swing trade in my room. And if you're looking for futures trading, individual stocks, advanced training, and PT's income method, you got to check out PT's throne room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as futures trading, individual stocks, his income trading method that's killing, guys. It is funny how it works. It's so cool. And his reduced risk binary method, it absolutely crushes the market. It's one you have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. We're expecting a BC. That would be our most likely pattern, a bounce up toward the 5,000 to 50-20 area and then down toward the Fed lows in that 48.60 area. But if they can break directly lower, below yesterday's low, we challenge those lows more directly. And if they can break over 50.35, then we likely challenge the highs and make new highs in a more direct manner. Over on the NASDAQ, very, very similar setup. Looking for a B-wave bounce into that 17.8 to 17.900 area. However, if they're unable to bounce and come directly lower below yesterday's low, then it becomes very likely we test this 17,250 area directly. If they can break directly higher over 17,987, basically 18,000, then it does look like we're going to go to new all-time highs more directly in that 18,300 to 18,500 area. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.